Okay, so boys and girls, we have been working on finding area of different types of polygons. This reference sheet, you can find it in the stream, and you certainly need to refer to it every time you are finding the area of a shape. Okay, so we have worked with parallelograms so far, which is just area equals base times height, or as you're used to from last year, area equals length times width. That's talking about squares, rectangles, and other parallelograms. So, like the ones that look like rectangles but slanted. Okay, so that's those types of parallelograms. A rhombus is a special type of parallelogram, and this is one that we had a lot of difficulty with the other day. And so we're going to practice more with rhombus today. This is the formula for rhombus. You have to refer to it and you have to substitute the variables and the values every single time you're doing your work. So I'm going to show you how I do my work when I am solving for area of a rhombus. We're going to do a couple together, and then you're going to do the rest on your own and submit your answers in the Google form. Okay, so as you can see, I got some lined paper. I always do my work on lined paper. If you don't have lined paper, use scrap paper. Use a back of something else. It doesn't really matter. What matters is getting your work down on paper and being organized. Okay, so the first rhombus that we're looking at is this one. AC is 2 yards. So that from here to here is 2. And BD from here to here is 8. All right, so those are the variables we're going to use, 2 and 8. So first I'm going to rewrite the formula. I know you guys aren't used to using formulas in this manner. It's new, I get it, but you have to get in the habit of doing it like this. Okay, area equals 1/2 D1 D2. Okay, so we don't know the area. Area equals 1/2. Now, it doesn't matter which one is D1 or D2 because of the commutative property of multiplication. We can put whichever one first. 2, 8. 1/2, 2 times 8. All right. So also because of the commutative property, it doesn't matter which numbers I multiply together first. I usually prefer to do the diagonals first. Okay. Area equals 1/2 times 16. At this point in the year, I have said it a couple of times, you can use your calculator. Okay, some calculators have a fraction button, but you also know that 1/2 is 0.5. All right, so we're going to do 0.5 times 16 or 1/2 times 16. And we've also talked about how multiplying by a half is the same as dividing by 2. So 16 divided by 2, the area equals 8 yards squared, because whenever we're talking about area, it's yards squared. Okay. All right, let's look at number 2. It says PR is 4 inches. So this is 4. And SQ is 6 inches. Okay, 6. So our diagonals are 4 and 6. It doesn't matter which one is which. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do, just like before, is I'm going to write the formula. Guys, this is too new for you to try to memorize these formulas in your head, especially when you look at the other formulas and how they get a little bit crazy. Okay, so don't try to memorize them. Just keep that reference sheet handy and rewrite them as the first line every single time and substitute. Do we know what A is? No, we do not. 1/2. The first diagonal is 4. And the second diagonal is 6. All right. So for this one, what I'm going to do to show you an option is I'm going to multiply the 1/2 and the 4 first. all right, to show you the commutative property. So area equals 1/2 times 4. You could think about it like 0.5 times 4, or you could think about it as 4 divided by 2. 4 divided by 2. And the answer is 2 times 6 is left. The area equals 12, and this unit was inches squared. Okay? So when you log on to the Google Classroom, you should see a Google form. You should see this worksheet. You don't have to print it out. You can just do your work on a separate piece of paper. And I want you to go ahead in the Google form, put your answers for all of these. If you need help ever, guys, I'm available to you. All you have to do is send me an email. You can even send me a Hangout chat, as long as it's during the school day is all I ask. If it's after the school day, you can send me an email. I might not answer you right away, but I will do my best to answer you as soon as possible. Okay? Good luck. And like I said, let me know if you need any help.